Good evening, class. Today we shall be talking about familiar consonants. But before we go to familiar consonants, I would like to give you exercises on the previous lesson. Remember, the previous lesson was introducing the way alphabets. Yeah, if you have practiced to pronounce how to pronounce the alphabet, then the exercise will be exercise 1 is write out all the letters of the alphabet and give examples. Yeah, since you have practiced how to read these alphabets, try now to write out words. You know the pronunciation of all those alphabet, you know the sounds. Now try to pronounce them, or try to give examples. Yeah, like write out words in way using those alphabet way words, to be precise, please. Yeah, you write out words using those alphabet, either words that begin with those alphabets or words that those alphabets are found in between other letters. Now, if you have done that, the next exercise I want you to do is read out what you have written to the class or to a friend, to see if it makes sense. Read out what you have written in way, yeah, and read it out to a friend that is still a way person. Read it out to that friend to see if it makes sense. Yeah, if you don't have any way person around you, try to record it. Do an audio record and send it to the group. Say, I want to spell bong, and I've written b or ng, or you put a tone there. That will not be bong, that will be bong. If you put a fallen tone there, that will be bong and not bong. So try to write out those words using the alphabet and try now to read them out to the class or to a friend to see if it makes sense. You cannot spell mbong or mbong and you read it as mbong. So thank you. And for our lesson today, today we have lesson 2, and we shall be talking about familiar consonants. These familiar consonants, we have to note that familiar consonants are sounds that are pronounced in way exactly as in the English language. Familiar consonants are consonants that we are used to, that we use daily, either in French or in English. These are consonants that are recognized everywhere. So these are sounds that are pronounced in way exactly as in the English language. You have to note again that there are 18 familiar consonants in way. There are 18 familiar consonants in way as in the list below. Now, the first is b. B. Please try to pronounce them exactly after me. Try to pronounce them after me so that you don't make mistakes while pronouncing them alone. Yeah, try to pronounce them after me. Yeah, b, d, f, g, h, j, k, l, m, n, p, r, s, t, v, w, y, z. Yeah, after you must have pronounced these familiar consonants, try now to write out some way words that begin with these consonants. Yeah, try to bring out some words that begin with these consonants, either at the beginning or at the end. But try to practice yourself writing words in way using the alphabet. And please do not neglect these classes. Do not neglect these classes. You may be surprised somewhere and they ask you, Do you know how to write your language? Do you know how to speak your language? And if you cannot speak your language, it will be a very shameful thing to you, because everybody is being identified by his language. Know that your language is your first identity. Yeah, please. So let's take these classes serious, and gradually, we are not in a haste. Yeah, we are not in a haste. Try to take the classes very serious. It doesn't matter who you are. I don't know if you are a minister or you are an SGO, a president somewhere, but your language is your first identity. Yeah, you may go somewhere and be embarrassed. Yeah, you meet way people speaking way language, and you yourself, you are from way and you cannot speak that way language. So let's try to learn our language, if not for ourselves but for our children, because your children need that language. Thank you, and tomorrow we have another lesson. After this one, I'm going to send in another lesson, exercise 2. Here, exercise 2A, so that we can continue. Thank you, class. See you tomorrow.